We want it back. We want it back. We want it back. No, don't adjust your set. Don't worry. That's just me acting the goat. Honestly, don't worry. And I'll tell you what that means in a moment. But we do want it back. There's plenty out there should be wanting it back, and I'll explain what it means. It's regarding old Philip again, by the way. But first, let me put my bins on. There's a glare. I'm sorry. I've got to read some of this stuff here. I've got to. It's very important. This, as much as anything else, is a thank you to lots of people. I don't know who you are, but lots of people. And I owe you massive, massive thanks. Lots of comments. Again, I owe you massive, massive thanks. A couple negative. They don't bother me. I've not got a problem. But massive thanks. And I'm just going to let you know what's going to come out today, because I'm going to release 3 or 4 over the next few hours. Hopefully you'll see them. I don't know how this YouTube works. I'm new to it. I'm 7 weeks in. I know it's all based on algorithms and what people see. One of my videos went down really well yesterday. Lots have seen it. I nearly fell over. I was watching it going live and I just could not believe it. I've got what many others on the internet get. But I'm brand new. Started 7 weeks ago. No one knew about the channel. I've got nobody going out there telling friends and relations to subscribe. I've got none of that. I've done none of it myself. I was on 60 subscribers yesterday morning, or 62. As of an hour ago, it's gone up to 223. Can't believe it. My 2 biggest videos that have been watched was one about Francis Rossi, in my mind the great Francis Rossi, and his latest concert tour. It been watched by 1,400 people over about 6 weeks. And the other one was a Schofield thing, about 1,400 people over about a week and a half. I must say sorry initially to some that might think I'm just jumping on the bandwagon, the Schofield bandwagon, to get views. That isn't the case. I feel passionate about this and about all these people in our media and on our TVs. Firstly, that are stealing a living, but the ones that are doing things they shouldn't be and hiding behind the money and the power to get away with things, Schofield being one of them, which is why we're going to discuss him again in the next video. But I also am mindful that if I get views, it'll get me to where I want to be. I want to earn from the channel. That's what people go on here for. To do that, you need 1,000 subscribers. I've now got, what did I say, 223. And you need 4,000 watch hours. And after 7 weeks, I had 300 hours after 7 weeks, because I do lots of videos about lots of subjects. It's not all Schofield, loads of subjects, loads of sports and whatever else. Some short, some long. My mate did say to me the ones you need are the sharp, quick ones where you're having a laugh and you're going for it, like I did on the video yesterday that you've all seen. But on a lot, I just talk normally, and it's not all ranting and raving, but there's some of them, don't you worry about that. But I know the way it works, and I know that when people start watching you and YouTube start pushing them, you do get more watches. But all I'll ask is, if anyone gets to see this, it might not get pushed to you, because the subject might not mean anything to anybody, but it may get pushed to you. If it does, if you like it, and you've not subscribed, please do it. If you think you've got a pal that'll like it, send it to them, let them see what they think. At the end of this later today, I'm going to offer about 3 or 4 videos that I'm really proud of that haven't really been watched, and say to people, if you want to, go back and have a look. I think some of you may like them, some of you may not, but I'll mention them to you. But there's lots of them that I'm happy with that haven't been seen, and it's a shame. As I say, I've done about 180 already. I do 3 or 4 a day. None of it's read as a rule. I mean, as I say on here, on my description of the channel, no graphics, no music, no editing. I wouldn't know how to do it. I really wouldn't. I am the world's biggest technophobe, and I'm as thick as they come. The biggest rondico in the world. I really am. But I can witter on, and I can do it without a script. When I need facts, I look up here, which is what I've got today. So a few videos, I'll have some facts on them. But if I don't need facts, I just talk. And that's me. If you like it, jump on board. If you don't, then I'm sorry. Can't do anything about it. But I try to inject a bit of humour now and again. And what I try to do is inject humour without showing you that I've been humorous. As in, I deliver with a pan face, and I know that something's funny what I'm saying, but I'm acting like I don't know. I think it makes it funnier. Okay, so that's what we've got today. I'm just going to let you know what we're going to do today in the coming hours. You'll get one on Schofield. You're going to get one on a lady called Kathleen Stock. You're going to get one on the owners at Manchester City, and you're going to get one which may not come out. It should be out for 6 o'clock. I've just worked for a gentleman. I say gentleman, who I worked for last week, who hasn't paid me. It isn't the first time he's done this. I'm really disappointed. I'm foolish. I should not have gone back to him. And I'm going to do something on here later at 6, an expose. If he pays me the money he owes me from this time and from last time, I'm not going to put it up. I should do, because it'll help lots of other people. But I've got to sort of be selfish there and think that isn't my problem, and I should do, but it's bad. What I've been putting up there is pretty bad, but it's all factual. I cannot get done. I've looked into it. There's nothing on there that isn't true. And as long as it's all true, I cannot get done for libel or whatever else. So it's going up there at 6 o'clock. I'm going to let him know at 5:45 it's going up. I'm going to let him know yesterday that something that I put out, I wouldn't say went viral, but in my world it went viral. I mean, from having the biggest one being 1,400 views, and I never even said what I made yesterday. I think it's on 27,000 now, my main video. I mean, to go from 1,400 to 27,000 is a big leap for me. I mean, I just didn't expect it. I was so shocked, I can't tell you. And the surprising thing is I've done probably 15 or 20 videos that are better than that, and it just kills you that it takes so long to get there. But hopefully now, maybe I've got there, and I'll keep the content pretty good. Some of the stuff I'm going to do, people won't like. Some of the people that have followed me, and some people said lovely things yesterday, and I appreciate them all. I said at the outset in my intro video, intro number 1, that I wasn't going to be responding to comments and what have you. I couldn't not do, because there's so many things I agree with on there, and so many people said nice things, and it's only right to say something back to them and to thank them. And some said things that were too nice, and I don't agree with them, but the gestures are still nice, and I appreciate it greatly. I really, really, really do. So I am going to be commenting as and when I feel like it. It'll be most of the time by the looks of things. But just really touched by some things yesterday. It really humbled me. So they're the things I'm going to do. What you will find with me, the Kathleen Stock thing, if you don't know her, is something to do with gender. It's a big thing of mine. I will say again, as I said in my intro video and a couple of other videos, I'm in my early 60s. I do not care whether you're white, black or any colour in between. I do not care whether you're Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Hindu, doesn't matter to me what you are. I do not care what sexual orientation you are, male, female, don't care. I don't care whether you've changed gender, don't care. I don't care whether you're identifying as this, don't care. I don't care what sexual preferences you have, don't care. I care about nothing. It's your life, it's your choice. What I don't do is, I don't judge, but I don't like to be told what I can say, what I can think and what I can do. And I'm never going to do that. This thing with gender now, I've done one about the cyclist yesterday. The guy that's become a girl and he's competing against girls, and now he's upset because they're stopping him doing it. I'm glad they have. He's come over, probably not been great as a guy. He's got more chance as a girl because he's stronger and got more stamina, more strength, and he wants to win. I don't hear of women changing to men and competing against men. Maybe it happens, but I don't hear of that because they can't win, can they? But the other way, you can win. And it's wrong. And he says he's thinking of throwing his bike away and stopping cycling. And I said yesterday in my video, well, I bet there's, for you, I bet there's 20, 30 or 40 women that have thought the same. They want to do that because they feel they're being cheated. They've trained all their lives. They're racing against their own women, born women. And then you come in and you want to beat them. It's not fair. One of the videos I put on there that I'm going to mention people to watch is about J.K. Rowling. You might not like her. Everyone's turned against her. I read a piece on her 3, 4, 5 times and I don't understand the language. I read it and read it and read it and read it and I thought, what's she done wrong? What has she done wrong? For those that don't know it, the way what it started out was, there's a woman, I think in America, it's always America, they're commenting on this lady who's, is it menstruating? Is it called, I get it wrong, menstruating. It's to do with periods, isn't it? As far as I know, only women have periods, I'm pretty sure. She's menstruating and the person has put, a person who menstruates. And J.K. Rowling's put, person who menstruates, don't you mean woman who menstruates? This person's had to go at her, then the gender police have got involved and everyone's on a pylon. And what happens from there? All the young stars that she brought from nowhere, brought into the films, made them millions, they've all turned on her. They've all turned on her because at the end of the day, you want to be with the masses rather than the one or two, and they all want to be seen to be PC because they're thinking they might not get as much work. But if they jump on that side, there's most of the shouting, they'll be fine. Absolutely shocking. Don't get it. I don't get it. I might lose some of you off here that feel totally different than me. Well, I'm sorry if I lose you. You're probably the kind of people I wouldn't like. I don't mind as I say what gender anyone is. I don't. But I don't want things forced upon me. What I don't like is this, them, they, us, what? You're a Mr. or you're Mrs. It's simple with me. You're a Mr. You might be a Mr. Change for Mrs. Mrs. Change for Mr. I'm fine with that. I've got no problem with that at all. But don't tell me what I'm supposed to or allowed to call you. I'll look at you, see what I think, and I'll call you what I think is right. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, it's not my problem. It's yourself that's changing things and making it harder for everybody. Anyway, I've ranted on again. I rant on. I'm sorry. Right at the start, was it we want it back, we want it back, we want it... I'll do it again. We want it back. We want it back. I'll tell you what they want back. I'll tell you what should happen. This is going to be titled Philip Schofield Falsification Case. Massive payouts expected. You know what should happen in my mind? everybody, and I mean everybody, that after he spoke his truth live in 2020 and came out as gay, he actually not only came out as gay, but left it only a number of weeks to write his book, didn't he? Knowing he'd make much, much, much more money. Because he'd just come out as gay and he's got a massive following. Did he put in there at all that he'd been seeing a young boy, that he'd be having relations with a young boy or whatever else? No, he did not. So for my mind, that book is a total lie and total fabrication. It was brought out just to make even more money. And I don't agree with it, and it's wrong. And I think anyone that's bought that book in good faith should take it back to a Waterstones or a Boots, W.H. Smith, wherever they got it from, and ask for the money back. I think they should take in thousands of books and they should approach Schofield for the money, and I think he'd pay it. Because at this moment in time, he's in the gutter, and he knows he's done people. He knows he's lied to all and sundry. More about that book in the next one. The next thing up will probably be about Philip Schofield. But that's me for today. They're the videos you'll see. You may not see the one to do with work, because if the guy pays me, I'm not going to show it. If he doesn't, it will be out at 6 o'clock. And you'll know it because it's a guy in a picture with a well-known boxer. Everybody will know the boxer. It'll go down very well in America as well, this one. It'll get seen there. Right, I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much for your time. And for yesterday, honestly, for everyone that looked, thanks for looking. Honestly, I mean, YouTube just pushed it to people. A few people started to watch. But to go up to 20,000, luckily I was sat down, otherwise I'd have fell over. I could not believe it. Let's hope we can carry it on. I will try. You won't agree with everything I say, but it'll be meant. I won't be saying it for effect. I won't be making things up. I won't be saying things to please you. I'll be saying what I think to be right, and you let me know if it pleases you, and let me know if it doesn't. That's what I'm here for. You've got a voice, you've got an opinion. Air that opinion on my thing. Comment on anything. That's what you're here for. I believe we all should be allowed an opinion, and people are taking it away from us on a daily basis, and I don't like it. Thank you very much anyway.